Welcome, everyone, to episode 38, right, Gooch?
Yeah.
Of Everything Entertainment with Gooch and Trio. Of course, I'm Trio.
I'm Gooch. Trio. How was the weekend? How was the week? What's
It's
up?
great. Just took a trip to Pitt. Had a nice time with my parents. Been playing a lot of Doom. Loving it. What about you?
A lot of work this weekend. I finished up Metal Gear.
Total 100%, right? Yeah.
Done. All the achievements. So now I moved on. Well, I've been doing Dragon Age stuff. And some Gears stuff. And just, the regular... Nothing new.
I got
Really,
you.
same old stuff.
Got you.
Doom's treating you all.
Yeah, I really like it. Just played the first act. Pretty cool. We'll talk more in depth next week about it, but...
Yeah,
I'm liking it a lot.
we got a pretty stacked topic list this week of a whole bunch of different stuff.
But first we'll start off with the biggest news of this week, easily.
Yeah, definitely.
Assassin's Creed, we got the first trailer.
Yeah, we finally, what?
After how many
Been like
months?
At least a
years.
year.
Since we even first heard the rumblings, I remember hearing back forever ago, oh yeah, Michael Fassbender is going to be in Assassin's Creed. And we didn't hear anything about it forever.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they're like, yeah, we're going to finish the script and then do the movie.
Yeah, so the trailer is pretty much showing Michael Fassbender's character. I don't remember his name.
His old name is Callum Lynch. No,
Yeah.
Callum Lynch, and that's his name, Callum Lynch. He's a death row inmate, and his ancestor's name is Aguilar. I don't know how to say the last name.
It's irrelevant right now.
It's 15th century Spain, I believe, right?
Spanish Inquisition. So basically, it's straight out of AC1 where the Templars take Desmond, the Templars take Callum, and pretty much do the same thing.
It's cool how they do it, though. It looks like he's literally just set up for death row, and then they just pretend they kill him, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And then he no longer exists.
Because the one of the Abstergo characters explains that to him.
Marissa Colchard?
I have no idea. I don't know.
She was in
she looks
Dark
familiar.
Knight.
Was she?
Yeah, she was Talia.
She was Talia Ghul.
Yeah.
There you go. The connections.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
some noticeable changes. First off, Animus is the biggest one.
The Animus is now it's like a
simulation room almost. Yeah.
So it's hooked up to his spine and his back, and it looks like he'll be actually doing
the stuff. Which
the
actually,
assassin moves. So
at first I was
machine's
honestly
taking that info in and stuff.
I actually was I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
It didn't make any sense to me, but then at first, not even reading online, just thinking about it, I'm like, okay. Honestly, I'm thinking about it here. As a moviegoer, would I really just want to go in and watch this dude just sit in a chair and have a dream about this? It's just, this will lend it more towards, cinematic, viewing.
Which is fine. It's not breaking canon either.
No, it's not.
I feel like
Abstergo
could develop an Animus that powerful at this point.
It almost looks like they're... So, yeah, they use the actual hidden blades, and he's using an actual bow and arrow. So it looks like they're almost, using the bleeding effect to train a bunch of people. It kind of looks like they all look like prisoners in the background. They all look like they're using the Animus in some shape or capacity, but that's a whole nother theory for me.
With for the Animus parts where we see the Spanish Inquisition, we don't really see much of a plot. We just see some sick action moves going on, and it also looks like he has a partner who is a girl, who we've seen before, but it's a lot of free running, a lot of assassin moves,
Dude.
The things we love from Assassin's Creed. And then the end of the trailer is the Leap of Faith,
of course,
which is
the iconic.
Yes,
it's Assassin's Creed rolled up in a bunch. Sure, it doesn't make any sense, but
we're not getting a lot of plot, which is fine. But I am very excited. I saw this trailer and I was losing it.
I was too. At first, I was
reinvigorated the Assassin's Creed franchise for me.
At first, with the whole Animus change, I kind of was but then when I really came around to it, it makes total sense. Why they would do that. And then just, dude, look at his costume. They look like fucking assassins. I don't even know how much better you can get. They're running, they make that jump across at the end. It just looks awesome.
I wonder if they're going to reference Ezio, because they're very...
It's all canon.
No, but he is very near... He's either recently dead or still alive in this time period, because he dies in
No, he dies in the 16th century, I thought. But
15, it was 18. It's early 1500s. He dies.
When was the Renaissance again? 1400s.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was born 1450 something ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. dude, what if we got to see fucking Ezio in the movie? I know
that would never happen. Doubt it. I don't think they'd do that. I think they're gonna stay as far away from the game stuff as they can with physically seeing. But they'll mention stuff. Like, I'm sure they're gonna mention Desmond.
Or even Ezio, or like even Subject 16. Like, they just say that.
Yeah.
Like, they might not even mention it by name.
And we'll know what it is.
Like, people who know about the game
or even
will
like
know.
Clay.
But, I mean, from what I'm hearing, like, dude, they did mostly all practical effects here. Like, that's what they strive for, which is cool to hear. I want this to look real. Like, I just want this one to break the mold of bad video game movies. Like, even, I mean, we got, what, Agent 47 last year? Like, I heard it was a cool action movie, but, like, besides that, you're not getting anything, like, more than that there.
Speaking of video game movies, I got to go see Ratchet and Clank this week. Because, you know, I grew up with Ratchet and Clank. I didn't hear, before going, I didn't see, like, too great stuff about it. But I wanted to check it out as a fan of the series from, you know, when it started. And, like, honestly, the movie's very meh. But, like, it's alright. It's very...
gets by.
What?
It gets by.
Yeah, it gets by. Like, I like
as a fan of the video game, you can appreciate it enough to where it's worth the watch.
Exactly. Like, the plot is very simple. Like, I'm not even gonna... Like, there's no point of even really talking about super specifics of it.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the cast is good. It's the old people from the games. James Arnold Taylor. I don't know the guy who does Clank's name. Sylvester Stallone's in it. Rosario Dawson. Paul Giamatti. What's his face? Who was in 10 Cloverfield? John Goodman.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good cast.
I mean, yeah, that's not a bad cast at all. Like,
yeah, but if anything, the movie is promoting the game, not the other way around. The movie is totally promoting the game. From what I heard, the movie is very much like cutscenes and like important snippets from the game. Yeah, but it was very like, I liked it. I enjoyed it as a Ratchet and Clank fan. It's very marketed towards, it's a kids movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way it's told is very, you know, like that. They kind of set it up for a sequel, which...
Well, obviously they would, just in case it does do well.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's good to hear. I'm going to buy the game.
I would check it out.
I'm going to buy the game at one
movie.
point.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy the game at one point.
Is absolutely
I'm going to
fantastic.
watch the movie probably. I want to get that. I mean, dude, I got to get that. I want to get Uncharted.
I've been, like, recently thinking about acquiring a PS4.
Ooh.
But like, I want to get the Ratchet collection. I want to get the Jack collection. Like, I want to get all these collections, but like they're for PS3, and I want like the trophy support and stuff. Like, I don't know. I want to like make sure I'm getting like when I first get it, I want to get the games I want to get.
I hear you. I mean, yeah, I really enjoy having both. I'd say right now I'm definitely playing more of my Xbox, but I kind of go in tandems. Like,
yeah, I noticed.
Like, I'll be on Xbox a lot for a while. Like, I got Doom, but next games I'm probably gonna get are Ratchet.
What'd you get Doom on?
Xbox.
Oh, okay.
Because I was kind of hopeful that one of you guys would get it to play it with me. But, hey, who knows? Yeah, and also, I just feel like my multiplayer games run better, honestly, on my Xbox. I really do. I feel like my multiplayer base just honestly does. So, yeah, like, all my story-driven games, I'm really more geared towards PS4.
Yeah,
like,
that makes sense.
Like, Uncharted, I mean, obviously, that's an
Did
exclusive.
you pick that up?
No, I'm going to, though.
Yeah.
That's my next game. I mean, I have all summer. That's why I'm kind of like...
Yeah.
I just don't have a lot of cash right now. That's my main goal for this whole summer is just to work a ton.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I mean, but hey, man, tons of games. You got to spend the money.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows? Honestly, like, even if I can get it used for $55, beat it in a week, and then return it, you get your full money back. Why not? I know you don't love doing that because you go for the trophies and stuff, but like.
I'm not about. I don't trade any games in, dude. The last time I traded in games, which was at the end of 360 cycle when I was getting my one and I needed money. I'm like, yeah,
well,
I'm moving
obviously,
on.
yeah,
like, I can trade. Like, I didn't trade in all the games, still have them, but you know, I traded in a lot.
Like, I traded back in Quantum Break after I was done with it.
Dude, going off topic. I remember like when I traded in Orange Box. Guess how much Orange Box was?
25 cents or something.
$20.
Really?
$20.
I got $30 for Quantum Break when I went back in. They were doing a deal.
I was like, that's crazy. I'm like, you know how old this game is? I mean, it's got like 6 games in it, but
dude, that just shows you how well it's selling, though. Honestly,
is that what that means?
I think so.
Or is that like the rarity of the game? I don't know.
I really don't. Honestly, I don't know how their stuff works. It's very confusing.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it for the movie talk. Moving on to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3, Episode 20. So, we're one episode out from the 2-hour season finale. Pretty much all this episode is Hive is gearing up to launch a Terrigen Mist bomb over like a large area, and he's going to basically turn a bunch of people into Inhumans. That's his like end goal. That's what we find out. And he's kidnapping people. A group from earlier in the season called the Watchdogs. He gets a hold of them and traps them and runs this test on them that turns them into like, remember how he was trying to recreate the experiment that made him with the Kree blood? Mm-hmm. They're like draining Daisy, and they keep like, she's like looking like,
so she's just still in
because she's mind controlled. Yeah.
Oh my
god. So she's like willingly giving her blood, and
She
basically
doesn't even
it's
care.
until she dies. And they turn the Watchdog guys into these like first evolution Inhumans that are like just like only like superhuman. Like they don't have any powers, but they're like strong and like,
and they
and
can
they
get
listen.
by.
Yeah, it's weird, but like they do that. It's like Minions, you know, that kind of thing. And our Civil War crossover comes in. You know, the episode starts. Coulson is in a bar, and he's basically hearing on the news about Tony Stark and Iron Man, or Tony Stark and Cap, pretty much fighting and stuff. And General Talbot walks in, and he's like, you know, they're talking about the Sokovia Accords, and he knows he has undocumented Inhumans.
Yeah.
And like, he's like, yeah, we like the government needs to like regulate S.H.I.E.L.D. And he even says he wants S.H.I.E.L.D. to come into the public, but Coulson's like, we need to stay in the shadows because it's the Avengers who are in the public.
Mm-hmm.
They're
They're the
shadows.
public face. Yeah.
And I was like, God damn it, Coulson! Like,
bastard.
I want S.H.I.E.L.D. in the public. Yeah, and pretty much the episode is geared around Lincoln, who is Daisy's boyfriend, and he's an Inhuman, trying to escape. And we find out pretty much most of the episode he's trying to escape S.H.I.E.L.D. to get to her, but we find out he's tricking Daisy, and only he and like May know about it. And like they tell them at the end, because like Talbot's watching like S.H.I.E.L.D. like pretty much fall apart like right in front of his eyes, and like he's getting like skeptical, but like Coulson only knew a certain things, and instead of like Lincoln getting on a Quinjet and going, they send Lash. They put Lash on the Quinjet and send him to Hive because he knew he wasn't going to meet Daisy. Lincoln was going to get controlled by Hive. Like, he knew it. It was pretty obvious. And they send Lash, and Lash... Lincoln has the theory that, like, Lash was created to kill Hive. Like, all the Inhumans have, like, a purpose. He thinks that was Lash's purpose.
Okay. Makes sense.
And Lash, like, fights Hive, like, injures him, but ends up getting killed, which kind of sucks. But they get Daisy out, and she's, like, pretty weak, but, like, they get her out.
And she's still under mind control, though? Or
no, she's not.
She's free?
Lash, like, takes then whatever is in her brain, like, out of her. He, like, goes up to her. Like, she's an Inhuman, so he would kill her. But, like, he puts his hand near her face and, like, sucks it all out. And then, like, blasts it at Hive. It's pretty cool. And he saves her, puts her on the Quinjet, and it goes back. But he stays there, and he dies.
Okay.
So, yeah, the last episode is going to be pretty much, you know, the final showdown with Hive. Who probably will die, I would assume, you know.
Yeah,
that's
it makes sense, yeah.
I'm excited. I like how they do a 2-hour season finale.
Yeah.
Like, Walking Dead
makes
doesn't
sense.
even do that.
Yeah, they do an hour and a half, right?
Yeah, but still.
Pussies. No.
Exactly.
Alright, well, that's good to hear. I mean, that stuff sounds interesting. Like I wish I could, like, just kind of jump into where, like, you're at, but, like, I hear these, like, tidbits of good episodes when you tell me, but then, like, the most of it just sounds like...
Lols.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
I know, you take what you can get, and who cares? It's just hard for me to, like, get invested without, I guess, seeing some of those big names.
Yeah.
But whatever. It sounds interesting, though. I can't wait to hear how it turns out. Maybe I'll even just tune in for the finale like I did for Walking Dead. Why not?
Yeah, totally.
All right, moving on. What's up next?
Agent Carter.
That's right. We got some sad news. Sadder.
I guess.
I mean, yeah, like...
I'm not really sad about it. So, ABC has canceled Agent Carter. And honestly...
That's fine. Yeah, it really is.
I'm fine. I'm okay with it. I'm sad in a way, but, like, in a way, I'm like, whatever.
And that just kind of marks that Haley Atwell is just kind of done with it, I think. Especially now that she's died in, like, the main...
Civil War.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they do flashback like they did in Ultron.
True. That's very true.
The only, if I have to say anything about negative about Agent Carter, is they didn't do the storyline I wanted to hear.
Yeah, I honestly agree with that.
I wanted to hear about how SSR evolves into S.H.I.E.L.D. and what role Peggy plays in that.
Yeah,
we
like
only
how
hear
she-
that she founded
Yeah, yeah.
S.H.I.E.L.D. That's it.
I mean, think about it. We see her in all these key scenes. We see her at the beginning of Ant-Man in, like, the freaking... what was that?
Triskelion.
Yeah, the Triskelion.
Yeah, talking to Pym and Stark, and
Yeah.
like, you know, you see her in like a
Like,
hierarchy
stage
role.
1 Avengers, quote-unquote. I feel like,
Yeah.
if you think about it. I mean... They could. I agree. Like you said that on Facebook, I remember, and I was like, "Dude, that's so true." Like that's the show I
That's
want to
what I
watch.
wanted to
Yeah,
see.
I wanted to see how all this stuff developed and how she became like this powerful woman or whatever they always tell her out. They always make her out to be in the movies, which she is obviously.
Yeah, like,
I'd
I
like
like-
to see more of her story. Like and how
instead
she
of like
becomes
these
important.
one-off things.
Exactly.
And I think and it looks like they also canceled it because they're going to do Marvel's Most Wanted with Lance Hunter and Bobby from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Remember how they leave in that one episode?
the girl, right?
The girl and the guy.
I thought that got canceled.
Mockingbird.
I thought that was.
I don't
dead.
know.
I
I don't
saw.
know.
I saw something online about it being dead. I could have sworn, and I forgot to put it in. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
But-
I don't know because there's been no information.
Well, because I know
about it.
she and then Haley Atwell moved on to another show.
What is
I
she
know.
doing?
I can't remember. It's another show on ABC. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me.
We'll have to ask her.
Yep. That's right. We'll see. Oh my gosh, that's like 2 or 3 weeks away, right?
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. Moving on, we got some cool news on the Defender side, the street level Avengers, as they say. Kristen Ritter has confirmed that back-to-back filming will happen with Jessica Jones Season 2 and the Defenders. So, the next season, I'm reading right from IGN here, they will be back-to-back, apparently, says Ritter. I don't know if they'll overlap a little bit. That's pretty interesting. That means she's doing Season 2 while
So
also filming...
Luke Cage, then Iron Fist.
Then Defenders, then probably Jessica Jones Season 2.
That's what I.
would
That's
assume.
fine with me.
Yeah.
I don't want a season 2 of Jessica Jones before Defenders.
No, I don't need it.
No, I don't want it. It's not that I don't need it. I want Defenders. You know, like I want here. Like we just started getting our deets about Iron Fist. So
I can't... He looks like a stoner on the street. Have you seen those pictures?
no.
He looks like a total, like, just stoner, like, homeless person just on the street. It's so funny. He's got, like, this beard going and stuff. It's hilarious. But, yeah, that's cool. That's really cool news. I'm excited to see when the Defenders all come together and what that first trailer is like. Just to see that picture. Like, this time next year, we'll have a picture, if not a trailer, for the Defenders.
What were we were like? Ultron just came out last year.
Yeah,
like
man.
this time last year. Mm-hmm. We were in the mumbles about Civil War.
Yeah, like he just hearing like, dude, what if Spider-Man's in it? And now we saw him. Like, dude, it's crazy. Moving on.
Yeah.
Got some casting news.
Yeah, so Black Panther news. We got Michael B. Jordan is definitely going to be in Black Panther, and we also have information that Lupita Nyong'o, who plays Maz Kanata in Star Wars, she's been 12 Years a Slave, and she was in Jungle Book too. She's going to be apparently in Black Panther. There's
She was
talks.
like she would play opposite Boseman, female lead. That's what it
Okay.
says.
Yeah, and then Michael B. Jordan is set to play like his nemesis.
That's gonna be awesome.
I like how like.
That's awesome, dude. That's
It
so
sucks.
Cool.
It sucks that Fantastic Four was such a bad movie, but like I don't think the actors were bad. Except
No,
maybe Doom.
no, it was just the
Doom.
direction.
I think Doom was kind of but
I mean, he didn't have anything to work with. I feel like I don't know. I feel like we can't really say that whole movie was just a mess. Just dude, what's her name was maybe supposed to play Sue Storm. Margot Robbie. She turned it down.
we talked about that.
So this basically confirms, I feel like, in my opinion, that Fantastic Four 2 was dead.
It shouldn't happen. I don't
Literally,
know why it's a thing.
it should have just
You
been...
know who should get it? Marvel. And
No,
then we
they
should see
should.
Galactus.
You know what this just shows?
After Thanos. That's
This
what I
just
want.
shows how, like, much of a grab that Fantastic fucking Four movie was. Like, it was literally just so they could keep the rights. That's all it was. Because after that year, if they did not put out that Fantastic Four movie that year, the rights would have reverted back to Marvel. But no, they had to put their fucking foot in the door and make this piece of shit that just inhibits
Seriously,
everything
though,
else from happening.
I would like to see the Fantastic Four in the MCU and with Galactus, because Galactus is that type of villain.
I totally agree, but they just took a shit on the Fantastic Four name with that last movie. No one, I mean, who knows? Maybe no one even saw it because they just heard it was so bad. But, like, people are walking out of Civil War saying, like, wow, that was a really good Spider-Man. I didn't even know you could make me, like, care about Spider-Man again. Because there's been so many iterations of this character. So maybe, who knows? Marvel could do that, hit that reset button on Fantastic Four and get it to work out. But, like, that last one just muddies up the water again. But then again, Amazing Spider-Man 2 just came out, what, a year or two ago? 2014?
2.5.
It's 2014, I think. I want to say 2014.
2 years, yeah, no, 2 years, yeah. It came out this time 2 years ago.
And Fantastic Four came out last year, right?
Yeah, in August.
So, I mean, give it 2 years, throw them in the MCU somehow, figure out a way, and just get it done. I don't know.
Done. Whatever.
I don't even just. They have such good potential there, and they could do it so well, but Fox is just like, no, that's mine. It's just stupid.
All right, moving on. TV, Game of Thrones, episode 3.
Jon Snow lives. Sorry, I had to say that again.
R plus R equals Jon. That's all I gotta say.
So
Tower of Joy scene.
So we kind of got like a little bit of a tease here, in my opinion, with that Tower of Joy. So we start out.
What you think it is.
Oh, obviously, but it's just like, show us. You were right
we
there.
got half of it.
We
got
did.
half of it.
So like we open up on Brand, right?
I don't think it opens up on Brand.
But we'll start with Brand.
I don't. Yeah, I forget.
So there's. So
I think it's Jon Snow actually.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
we'll just start with Brand though, because it's honestly so segregated that it might as well be its own story right now.
Yeah. So again, another flashback. We are seeing Howland Reed with Ned Stark and a few other loyalists pretty much go to retrieve Lyanna Stark from Rhaegar's captivity. I think is he dead? No, he's not. I think he's alive at this point, but he's not with her.
Mm-hmm. And there's two guardsmen.
One of them is Arthur Dayne, who's the best swordsman in Westeros.
That's right. Okay, I knew he was important. I didn't know his
Arthur
name, though.
Arthur Dayne is insanely important, yes. And then the other guy I don't think is notable. But it's interesting, like, the story is that Ned Stark kills Arthur Dayne, but, like in fair combat. Yeah, so, like, they fight, and, like, it comes down, Howland Reed gets injured, and that's What's-Her-Face's father. The girl with Bran, she's a Reed. Yeah. And her brother was a Reed. Okay. If you didn't know that.
I did not.
Because, like, I don't even know their first names.
Yeah,
yeah. You know, like, I forget.
Yeah.
Like,
there's so many goddamn
There's so many
people.
characters in Game of Thrones. Yeah, so, like, they're fighting, and Ned pretty much get bested, but Howland Reed, like, comes at him with a knife, stabs him in the back, and then they get the upper hand. And
then Bran goes, like, he stabbed him in the back. Like, because Bran was like, this doesn't make any sense. He's getting beat. Like, Ned's getting beaten senseless, basically, by this guy. Yeah. And he's like, this isn't how it goes. Like my dad beat him. And then all of a sudden, he walks up and just gets stabbed in the back. And Bran's a little shell-shocked.
And then he hears... Is he hear Lyanna's...
He hears someone scream. He said, yeah. So some people are saying, like, you clearly hear a baby and stuff. Like, I don't think you clearly hear a baby. Obviously, that's what it's probably going to be.
I forget. I mean...
But like, it sounded like a woman's scream, in my opinion. Yeah. And then... Bran's like, what's in the tower? And Raven's like,
another time, bro. Yeah. That's for another episode.
That's for next week. We can't go that far yet. But I don't know. It was ridiculous. And then he just grabs them and then they leave. And I was like, come on. Like, what the hell? It better happen this week. It better happen this week.
You think?
They're just going to not...
Well, I don't know.
They can't not follow that up.
I don't know.
Where would they go with Bran next?
I don't know.
You're really helpful right now, Gooch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, let's move on to some
Jon Snow.
Mm-hmm.
You know nothing.
Senior Snow.
My Gucci.
So, dude, he's alive.
He's chilling back at Castle Black, so we kind of see him waking up. He's dealing with being alive after being dead. He's like,
you can tell he's really shaken, and I feel like he's more like nervous than he usually is. But like he's pretty much the same person.
Yeah, like he's at the beginning. He's like, I shouldn't be alive. Like I remember getting stabbed.
Fuck Ollie.
Like I do. Like fuck Ollie. Like totally.
Fuck Ollie.
Dude,
fuck
he did.
Ollie. Fuck him.
You have to give this kid. This is like imagine if this was you. You're 12 years old. You know nothing else. You see your parents get murdered by these people in front of you.
Hey Trio. Fuck Ollie. Fuck Ollie.
I agree with you, but I can see where he kind of has a little bit of a Like, yeah, he should have totally died. Like, don't get me wrong. But
He
I can
did.
see where he's coming. Yeah, I agree.
So, like, yeah, so what happens is Jon Snow coming back, you know.
He's dealing with it.
Everyone's like, holy shit, like, this guy's a god. The wildlings are like, this dude is a god.
Yeah.
And,
What's his name? What's the guy with the red beard?
yeah, I forget his name. His last name's, like, Ogerson? No.
He's the big, and he just says such a,
Giant Spain's his last name.
and he just says something so funny. He's like,
So-
they're all saying you're a god, but I've seen you naked.
Yeah, I
No
saw
god
you
is that
pecker.
small of a pecker.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
And-
He ends up killing the what's his face? Alistair, Ollie, and like two other people who stabbed him.
Yeah.
And like all of them say something except Ollie.
He barely even looks at Ollie, honestly. He like kind of just,
Pissed.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
No,
like-
he's not, he's just like almost even disappointed. Like he literally doesn't even know what to say to the guy. Like he stabbed him. And the one dude, what's his name? The main guy, the guy who led the whole thing against him.
Alistair Thorne.
Like he's like, yeah, I'd do it all over again the same way. I don't care, even if I knew this was gonna happen. And I was like, I don't know.
And then he's like, and then he gives his cloak to the one dude who I don't know his name.
His like best friend there.
Yeah, and
like
he's
his second
and he's
in
like,
command.
my watch is ended. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, what does that mean? I didn't expect him to leave that quick.
I did because I mean,
what is he gonna do?
Probably gonna go to winter. He's like, he realizes he's free. He's like, I gotta go. He's heard all this shit happen to his family. He's like, we're as fortified as we can get here. I need to go help out my own.
I feel like Melisandre and Davos are gonna go with him.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for tonight's episode. We're recording this on Sunday. It's always so confusing sometimes. Last week especially because we didn't record till Tuesday, so I had last week's episode in my head with the week before's.
Yeah. What else we got? We got High Sparrow crap.
That's right. Tom and him have a little chat.
I hate that guy. I fucking hate him.
So Tom
Even
goes,
though he's like fighting the Lannisters, I don't like him.
No,
He's
just
so,
the way
like,
he's doing it. Yeah, yeah,
manipulative
yeah.
And like sneaky and like exactly like the Lannisters, but
and so basically him and Tommen have this talk. They kind of get confrontational at first, but then he tells his boys to back off. So does Tommen. And he
bro,
has this whole thing with me. He's like, we all have to repay. I don't even remember the exact words he says because it's just so like
he's all about
manipulative and
He's all
just,
about repenting.
he's like, you must repent. He's like, you have to let my mother see my sister's final resting place. Like you have to let her in here. Like he's like, she cannot enter here until she's repented for the rest of her sins. And it's just so, oh my god, it's so good in the way that it just makes me hate him so much. Like they're doing a great job with the Sparrow. They're making him one of these guys that you really like want to just see what's going to happen next week to him. And I can't wait for tonight, dude. I can't wait. Because that's all we really got from that scene. Nothing really else happened with them. They kind of just had this little passive-aggressive chat.
Oh.
No Sansa and Brienne, right? We didn't get any of them.
No. No Greyjoy.
No Greyjoy.
Do we with what's his face?
Tyrion?
No, Ramsay.
Oh, that's right.
Where he gets the Karstarks and another loyalist to the Starks, and they end up capturing Rickon, and I forget her name, the wildling that was with them. I totally forgot about her.
I
was
did
like-
too. I was like,
whoa.
oh shit. I
was
thought
like,
she was
what?
dead. Yeah.
No, they run away.
No, I know.
We
I
don't-
forgot
we
about
don't
that.
hear
Yeah,
about them. Yeah.
I just totally forgot about it. And, dude, there's apparently this crazy theory online that, like, that this is actually a trap for Ramsay somehow. But
From who?
from, like, people who like the Starks.
Dude, fuck him up.
But I hope so. But that's a whole another story for another time. So, yeah, this guy shows up. I forget one of the, like, loyalists to Stark.
I forget his. Yeah, I forget.
And
his
he's just
name.
totally shitting on Ramsay. I love it. He's like, yeah, ever since you killed your father. And he's like, what? My father was poisoned by our enemies. And he's like, you fucking killed him. We know you did. Everyone else knows you did. Come on. Like,
Yeah, like
you were not fucking idiots. And he basically just is shitting on Ramsay the whole time. He's like, why am I not going to just kill you right now? He's like, because I have a present. Then he brings in a direwolf head and just them with their bags on their head. Pulls it off.
Rickon Stark and that wildling who I don't remember her name.
I can't remember her name either. But yeah, I really hope Ramsay gets his shit kicked in soon, especially with Jon Snow on the loose. But dude, imagine that like fucking confrontation between Jon Snow and Ramsay. Oh, and he couldn't die because he just died. So like it would be. Oh, I can't wait.
Is that it?
I feel like it is, but I feel like we're totally forgetting something too. We got nothing with
Daenerys
Jamie
get
and...
into the what's it called?
Oh, that's right. She went to the cow
And
wife,
pretty much
the
gets
cow's wife.
pretty much gets told that everything you've done is meaningless. We don't care who you are.
Yeah, like you're a part of it. You're Kyle's wife.
Yeah.
Like you have to be here.
Yeah.
Like this is your place.
It's like no.
And basically, she's going to go into a trial where they're either going to say she can live there or she has to die for not coming straight.
But she's probably
there.
going to get rescued by Jorah and.
And I feel that I'm telling you, they're going to let go of those fucking dragons, and they're going to save their mother.
Oh, and we get the Tyrion confrontation with the dragon when he goes and like lets him, takes her chains off.
Was that this week? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then there was a really funny scene between like Tyrion, what's her face, and what's his name?
Varys.
No, the soldier.
Grey Worm.
Grey Worm, yeah. And they're just like, he's like...
What do you guys talk about?
Yeah, he's like, do you know how to make conversation? He's like, no. He's like, would you like a drink? He's like, I don't drink. He's like, I don't even know what to do.
Yeah.
And then Viserys just comes in and breaks it. It's great. There's so many just little amazing scenes.
Yeah, that was a good scene. I kind of forgot about that.
But, yeah, I think that's really it.
Yeah. All right, let's move on.
Moving on.
Gotham, Season 2, Episode 20.
Gotham.
More Azrael.
Yep. He is going after someone.
He's pretty much gone rogue from...
Yeah. Like...
Strange.
This is... I don't get what Strange's idea is here. Like,
Yeah,
he's letting all these
either.
people...
I don't really either.
He's letting all these
I don't
people
know.
go
Like, he doesn't
who
seem
are
to have
villains
he
that
doesn't
are
really seem
supposed
to
to
have
be
an end
dead.
game. He doesn't have an end game.
Like, if Penguin was supposed to be in jail for killing him, how... If he's seen alive, then he's fine. And then Jim's off, too. Like, so... Like, yeah, dude, I just saw Galavan alive. Really? Yeah. Then how the fuck did Jim Gordon kill him, or how the fuck did Penguin do
Well,
it?
no, he got off. Well, actually, no, he didn't. He escaped jail. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just... I don't...
It's a plot hole.
There's a lot of them. I don't know. Like, I feel like Strange is too just like, I don't fucking care.
He doesn't have an end game that we know of. He's just doing shit to do shit. Same with like we see Firefly. It's the same thing.
I don't know, man.
You know, Cobble. They do. How about them killing him though?
Oh
My God, I was like, that was like
ridiculous.
So like, Cobblepot and Butch just come like strolling in, and like freaking, he has a fucking rocket launcher, and he just shoots Theo and blows him up. I was just like,
She's like, oh, hey, Butch. Where'd you get that? That's
and he's just like, oh
that
God.
comes
And they
in
literally
handy.
just blows him up, like after the confrontation at Wayne Manor.
dude.
I thought that was, I like
That's funny
laughed.
as
I like
shit.
literally lulled. I was like, oh my God, this is funny.
I mean, like, you know,
Is
we
next
want to
week
know
the
how
season
what I'm
finale?
thinking of this. You know how I'm thinking of this. Like, these are so forgettable. Like, I don't even remember watching these.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like, I more even like on the level of like Flash and Arrow, like where we just watch so much that even when you just say like a word, like, oh yeah, that's what happened.
Nothing crazy happened. in
No,
the
like
episode.
it's just them, and I don't know. I just think this has to. I don't think there should be another season, honestly.
There's gonna though.
There shouldn't.
Did it get renewed yet?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
didn't
it
see
No,
anything. Did it?
Did, yeah.
I guess that Gotham name just kind of gives it its credence. You know? I don't know. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I think we are too. I don't even know if we went through the whole episode, but
Yeah, it's alright.
whatever. Moving on, we have some Justice League rumors, which kind of makes sense. So we saw that extra scene, that bonus scene, online after BBS of Luthor with someone of Darkseid. Everyone said it was Steppenwolf because he kind of had the same whole design of that character, and Steppenwolf is in fact Darkseid's father, and also a general of Darkseid. Which, I mean, I don't really get. If he's his father, wouldn't he be more powerful than him? I don't know. And so he's apparently supposed to be the Justice League Part 1 rumor, and the whole story is supposed to revolve around apparently 30,000 years ago, men, Amazonians, and Atlanteans came together to fight off Darkseid successfully. And in doing so, he lost 3 mother boxes that he left on Earth. And Justice League Part 1 is going to be centered around Steppenwolf trying to obtain said mother boxes.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you think?
I don't know. I feel like that's plausible.
Makes sense. That'll be cool. Save Darkseid till the second one. Honestly, he's their big one. They should keep him in the canon. Not even like one to the fault of Marvel, in my opinion. They do keep they've teased Thanos a little too much, in my opinion.
Since Avengers.
Yeah, and like he's just been there. He's been like, I'm back here, like doing things, and like not to say that like DC's doing it perfectly.
Back there doing things.
Oh no, I know, but like it's you gotta get these little things like you see him. I'll do it myself. I'm like. He's just being Thanos.
We've seen him in Avengers, Guardians, and Ultron.
And like that's good, but like let's see him already. Let's have him.
I mean, we know what he looks like.
And I know I mean, let's like have him be the bad guy. Like we've had a lot of setup, and I know we still need just a little bit more. And I guess it's good that we're getting it. But I'm kind of happy to see like that they're just gonna kind of shoot for this crazy big villain on the second one, and the first one would have been a little bit too early to blow that load, and it wouldn't have really made much sense.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. Anything you'd like to add?
I just hope they don't fuck it up.
I mean, I agree. I don't know. I like
right now, like the
all I'm seeing
the
right
Flash
now is
lost
like
its director.
Yeah, we went over this last week.
Did we?
Yeah.
Was that last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was the whole Aquaman thing too. Remember? But then that
Shake
was
my
that
head.
was that was debunked. That was a total rumor.
It's not good. That's scary.
Well, no, that was a rumor because they lost the Flash director, and then the Aquaman director literally tweeted a photo and like being like, "No, like, I'm still on this."
No, that's right.
It's not really that scary to lose a director, honestly.
Yeah, but it just means something's not going good.
No, it just means that they're having creative differences, and I just hope, and I agree, it's not great, but I don't think it's as nearly as bad as I feel like you're thinking it is. But hey, like I mean, look at Ant-Man. That lost Edgar Wright. They had the whole fiasco. That was in like developmental hell.
I don't remember that. It's been a while.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. We got some just other news in the DCU. More Booster Gold news. So the guys who penned Power Rangers will also be scripting the Booster Gold movie. And I just think this is a good thing here just because that means this movie is still happening.
You haven't really talked about it in a while.
We haven't heard much of anything. What's the guy's name? Berlanti.
Greg
Berlanti. Who does all the Flash, Arrow,
Dude,
the Flareoverse.
Greg, move your head at the end of every episode. I didn't realize it until last week. I'm like, that's Greg Berlanti that they're talking about. I was like, I never knew that.
He's the executive producer. They're looking at him to direct, which I'd be super down with. Yeah, it's just good to hear. I mean, Booster Gold will be a cool character. Nathan Fillion. But hey, we'll see where it goes. And we don't really know anything else. Obviously, I know, Gooch. But can a man dream?
No.
Fuck you. Anyways, moving on. I'm just going to keep saying that all. Moving on.
We got some video game stuff. Mm-hmm. Finally, we got the teaser trailer for Witcher 3 Wild Hunt DLC.
And the release date.
Yeah, Blood and Wine. So it's coming out May 31st. Blood and Wine is going to be featured in a new continent, which I don't know the name of off the top of my head.
Apparently supposed to have better graphics and run better than the original game.
Tucson is it's a remote land untouched by war where you unravel a horrifying secret behind a beast terrorizing the kingdom. Blood and Wine is a 30-plus hour adventure full of dark deeds, unexpected twists, and romance and deceit. Sounds like everything I love about Witcher. Can't wait. Hype.
I can't wait either.
Hype.
Dude, I can't wait to
just
dive back deep into this game.
I've been listening to the soundtrack, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait to play it.
Well, dude, I just tried to play again the other day just because I saw it on my dashboard, and I have nothing else to do in it. Like, I've literally done basically all the quests. All I have left are the Gwent stuff, and I just don't do
Gwent's so fun.
I wish I missed the boat at the beginning when I didn't do it, because I've like already missed all these good cards that I could have gotten off the Baron and everything.
Oh yeah, you get stuff from characters, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But just happy to hear that. May 31st, that's like 2 weeks out. I will happily take this. Dude, I'm so glad I bought the $80 version of the game just to get these 2 expansions for free. Like, it's so worth it.
Yeah.
20 more bucks? Like, are you kidding me? The amount of hours I put into this thing?
Yeah. Totally
so worth it. All right. Some other news here on... We've been talking about Fable a lot, or somewhat a lot, these past couple weeks with Lionhead closing down and everything. And apparently there was a pitch for Fable 4, which I just thought was a little bit of interesting news. It was apparently pitched as an industrial age game that covered a late Victorian proper, far out of some Jules Verne shit, according to ex-Lionhead art director John McCormick, but Microsoft rejected the idea. Apparently it was supposed to be this really rated R, like gritty version.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was already pretty mature. It was
just like,
comical.
I think more serious they were probably aiming for. But I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. I'm not like a diehard Fable person. I never have been. I don't like Fable 2 and 3 were pretty disappointing.
It would have been specified in the Unreal Engine 4, I'm sorry. And it would be set in a technological industrial age and would have mixed innovations of that age, tram cars and flying machines, including typical focus on the mythology of the time based on Jack the Ripper and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That sounds
cool
pretty
setting.
cool.
Very
I think that seems really
it would be very
interesting.
Steampunk.
It would be a darker, grittier, and because it was R-rated, would have prostitutes and the humor. Sadly, despite everyone being really into it at the studio, Microsoft apparently rejected the pitch because Lionhead was being refocused on making games as a service and contributing and a contributing factor to McCormick leaving the studio to form Another Place Productions in 2012.
Lionhead's just been doing shit. They just like Fable Legends was crap, or didn't even come out because apparently it was that bad. If they canceled it,
like this is what they should have done. They should have made this game and they'd be fine right now. I honestly think that. Not even like maybe this wouldn't have been the best game ever. Maybe it would have been amazing, but it would have been a cool idea. It would have been different pretty different from what they've done. This sounds way more interesting than Fable Legends. Fable, what was the other one? What was the Kinect game?
I don't even remember.
Remember that one?
I remember.
Like
that
where
yeah,
and they did that. Like this is just the route they should have taken it instead of just going all these stupid, weird other ways. I don't know. They could have made at least as much, if not more, as the other games, and that would have made them some money. And it would have been a cool new game. I don't know, man.
Got a lot of disappointing games.
I know.
So, out of really nowhere, Disney Infinity has been canceled. Disney is putting an end to their Disney Infinity toy game line and discontinuing their self-published console games business, the company said today, after June Infinity... Wow, my thing just moved. After June, Infinity will stop getting new updates. Disney is also shutting down Avalanche Software, the Utah-based studio responsible for the game. As a result, around 300 people will lose their jobs. This was a difficult decision that we did not take lightly, given the quality of Disney Infinity and its many passionate fans. There are going to be 2 more releases in May and June before it's done, which is Alice Through the Looking Glass and Finding Dory. Our goal for Disney Infinity was to bring the best of Disney storytelling to life in homes around the world. With your support, we accomplished that goal. We hope you had as much fun playing. It just seems like
why?
Why?
Like,
it doesn't make any sense.
No, I would really just love to see their sales and everything.
I think they were doing relatively well.
Like,
I don't know.
There has to be a reason. Like, there's no way. If they were making money, it makes no sense for them. They had to have been losing money in some way.
There must have been some risks.
There had to have been. Like, there's no way they just closed this out because they were like, nah, I don't know. If they were making a good amount of dinero, they would have stayed with it.
Yeah,
that's just really.
It was pretty much like
I just
the only thing was rivaling it was Skylanders.
Like honestly, I was looking at it and honestly considering it at one point. I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. Like maybe I'll give that a try one time. Like if it ever got like really cheap and like into like third
all
generation,
the Avengers
like,
are on it.
Yeah, like that would have been some cool stuff. But I don't know, man.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's weird. It sucks.
Another game was canceled. Project Spark. Microsoft announced Friday afternoon that the online game creator is no longer for sale as of today. Online services will end in August. For existing users of Project Spark, online services will be unavailable after the 12th of August. Players will no longer be able to download user-generated content or upload their own creations. If you want to access user-generated content offline, you'll need to download it prior to that date. Again, did you play Project Spark? I tried it, and it was kind of like cool, but it was like...
It's tough. I mean, isn't basically you make a game, right?
Yeah, it's like a Forge type thing. And it, I saw some pretty cool shit come out of it, but
that's not like for the everyday person's like easy use.
Yeah, it was very.
It's a tough sell, honestly.
Yeah, it's not. It's weird, to just say the least.
I mean, on the lighter side of news, we got some Titanfall stuff.
Yeah, so a lot of EA news. They must have like they had a meeting of some sort
Junket,
where
as
they
they say.
what?
A press junket, as they say.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
The hell you
Just
talking?
continue. I don't know. Leave me alone, Gage.
Yeah, so EA had like a thing where I guess they were going over their fiscal year for this year, and Titanfall 2 was listed for fall of 2017, which is kind of what I expect.
Mm-hmm. Man, 2017. Well, fall of 2017. Wouldn't that be next year?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess. Oh, yeah, you're right. That is this fall. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
No, fall 2017 is next year. It's 2016.
Yeah, forget it. Yeah, you're right. That's cool. I'm glad to hear it. Coming to all consoles, as we talked about before. Can't wait to see all the stepped up mechanics they put into it. Like, I mean, dude, mechanically that game was extremely sound. Just want some more sustenance out of it.
Exactly. I
all
think
we
the
need.
game is
Yeah.
really good. It just needs
More meat on the bones, if you know what I mean. Anyways, Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah,
What's this
so-
update about?
As soon as the webpage loads. But again, following that 2017 fiscal year update, EA released a note. As soon as I get it the fuck up. Alright, so an update on Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm just trying to... okay, so they pretty much said they have these little, like, tidbit quotes.
Mm-hmm.
More freedom. One of our biggest ambitions to give players an unprecedented level of freedom for Mass Effect experience. You will go where you go, how you'll get there, and how you'll play is super open. New
Nice.
uncharted worlds, so we're leaving the Milky Way galaxy, going to Andromeda.
Nice.
The next great Mass Effect experience, Mass Effect Andromeda, will be the first Mass Effect game in today's consoles built on the Frostbite engine. We're pushing technology to deliver visual, story, and gameplay that have never been done in the franchise history. We've been playing the game at the studio recently, which showing that we're taking the game in the right direction, but we also need the right amount of time to make sure we deliver everything the game can be and should be. That's our commitment from all of us to you. Because of that, Mass Effect Andromeda will now ship early 2017. We can't wait for us to show you how far we're going. We'll see you at EA Play press conference on June 12th, which is E3's thing, with an update. So I'm assuming we're gonna get gameplay. There's no,
At E3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some we need to. We need to, honestly, at this point. We need to see something about this game. I want to see just a clip. Give me like a 30-second demo. I don't even care.
I mean, we got a trailer, but it was like nothing.
I could see them coming out with like a 10-minute demo
I want to see a demo of some sort.
on maybe
And an illusion, or like not ill,
Mm-hmm.
an allusion to what is going on with the story, what's it involved. We know it's not going to be Shepard, but like...
Are you gonna are you gonna have a customizable character? Like, can you make yourself? Is it gonna be like that again? I'm assuming.
Yeah, because like a lot of, can we do races like in Dragon Age? Like do Turian, Quarian, whatever? That would be interesting. But yeah, we'll see. E3.
I thought you meant like races, as in like you.
No.
I really. Yeah, dude, I'm excited. Mass Effect, great games. Want them to release that remastered edition. I know they won't, but what are you gonna do? Moving on to some TV stuff. Supergirl. We finally learned the fate
Moving
of
to
Supergirl.
CW. Like
She-
it should be. Where it should
Going home. Yeah,
be.
that's just where she should
Going
be.
to the home it never was at.
Yeah, it really should have been there. It makes sense. They're renewed. Unfortunately, this means the budget will be cut a little bit, but it just...
And I heard they might make it a 16-episode season instead of a 23, which
is fine. Yeah, dude, that's so cool. Have more budget for better episodes and make it shorter. That's fine.
That's fine,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm totally down with that. I want to see Superboy. I want to see Project Cadmus. Do it to it. Superman exists in the Flaro universe now. Hopefully he won't be sleeping on the job like he usually is in the episodes, but hey, you just see his boots in the back. Superman's
All right,
boots.
let's do our
Little TV run through here.
flash crap. Yeah.
All right, flash. So, dude, this was an awesome episode. A lot of good
directed
TV
by,
this week. Kevin Smith.
Yes.
So we basically see Barry in the Speed Force, and Barry talks to God.
is, like, honestly,
basically, it was so crazy.
Yeah, he talks to like the manifestation of the Speed Force, which is interesting.
Yeah, and
I don't like the other part of the episode with.
Oh, really? I like that part.
I didn't.
I enjoy. So we'll just get through the whole Speed Force part. So we see Barry. He's kind of he wakes up in what appears to be his house. He walks in the room, and Joe's sitting there, and he's like, Joe, what's going on? How did I get here? And he's like, wait, you're not Joe, are you? And he's like, nah, we're not. We just thought you'd like that. We thought you'd be more comfortable here, like, and talking to someone you know. So basically, he has this whole discussion with the Speed Force about what it is, and he's like, how can I be talking to the Speed Force? Isn't it like talking to like gravity, or like he says something else too, like just a concept? And he's like, well, like, he's like, what the hell? And it was just this really cool like moment of explanation, and just to like kind of fill in people who really don't know much about like the comics and what the Speed Force is, and like how it kind of works. And basically the Speed Force is talking to him, he's like, why'd you give up your power? Like, why'd you give up this gift that we gave you? And he's like, are you kidding me? Like, I had to save my friend. I've used this power to save so many countless lives. Like, how can you say that I wasn't worthy?
Yeah, like, which I thought was kind of dumb. I'm like,
well, no.
It's not they gave it away.
No, I know, and no, but it resolves itself like so well through, like, and it's so true because you're like, what the fuck is this person talking about? Like, or this thing talking about? Like, he's done everything he could, and then she kind of gets into his mother and how he hasn't really accepted that her death was what needed to happen, and like, he's like, hey, of course I'm not going to accept my mother's death. Like, if I could have saved her, and I didn't. I saved myself. But then the Speed Force talks to him. He's like, well, if you died that day, imagine how many people would be dead now. And it was just really good, man. Like, I don't know. It got to me.
That part was good. I didn't think the stuff that was going on, regular Earth was like...
I mean...
I don't know.
Like, there's this... so basically on regular Earth, we see Cisco and everyone try... I liked all the stuff on regular Earth. So we see, like, Barry's dad, like, kind of almost breaks down because he's gone. And everyone's freaking out. Like, Barry's gone. They realize, Jesse and Wally got knocked by the particle accelerator wave.
Wally's okay.
He seems fine, yeah.
Jesse's in like a coma, kind of like
Barry, yeah.
And then he comes back and he like touches her, and like with the I don't know what he does.
He basically like reactivates her almost. Like, well, we'll get to that.
Like Speed Force.
Like, they're trying to figure out a way into the Speed Force to get Barry back. They get in once, and the Speed Force is like, yeah, I mean, you can leave now, but you aren't going to get your Speed Force back. And he's like,
yeah, Cisco's trying to vibe into like the Speed Force using his suit.
And Barry basically, the Speed Force tells him that he has to capture this like shadow, like running throughout this fictional central city that they've manifested. And I mean, basically, it's almost like he's taking him through the stages of grief in a way. Like he has to go through like acceptance, and then like what is it? He's like angry about it because he just kind of walks away, and then he denies it. He's in denial. Like he accepts it. Like, it was really cool, just that whole dynamic they had going. And then there was a really emotional part with his mom, like at the end
with the book.
And like she's reading, and like she's like, "Am I talking to the Speed Force or my mother?" And then he's like, "Both." Or no, he's like,
"Yeah, it's just both."
Well, yeah, but he's like, the Speed Force is like, "We're proud of you. Like, what if I could tell you your mother was proud of you?" And he's like, "Is that the Speed Force talking to your mother?" They say both. And I was like, like, I'm not gonna lie, I teared up. I was like, dude,
really?
That was a good scene. I really thoroughly enjoyed that whole episode. I mean, yeah, I will give it to you. The regular Earth stuff wasn't too solid. I mean, we see like your kind of flavor of the week villain come back.
Yeah,
it was the dead metal dude. Like, somehow the particle accelerator reactivated his dead tissue. Didn't really understand how. He was going after Iris. Yep.
Who cares?
Yeah, Barry comes back with his Speed Force and saves the day. And then he basically like kind of unlocked all this knowledge about the Speed Force and like kind of how it works, and that's just the coolest part. Like, he touches Jesse, like you said, and brings her back, and he's like, "How'd you do that?" And he's like, "I don't know. Like, I just know how to. Like, I can't really explain it.
I just know how to flash,
dude." And Zoom, we see him with Caitlin at the end of the episode, which was really cool.
With all these, I was going to say Inhumans. All these meta-humans.
And basically he goes up to Caitlin and he's like, "All right, you can decide if you want to stay with me or go." And then she's about to say, and he's like, "Don't answer now." He's like, "I'm going to go out there, I have to make a speech. If you're here when I get back, then we're cool. We're friends. You can stay with me. I know you're on my side. But if you leave, next time I see you, I'm going to treat you like I treat your friends. And, like, I was like, oh, my God. Like, it was such... Dude, Teddy Sears in that
Savage.
Zoom, like,
He's savage.
He's such a savage.
He's a straight savage.
Oh, my God. 2 more episodes, man. Can't wait. Can't wait. Anything else, Dad?
No.
All right.
We should see Black and It's next week's season finale.
No, 2 weeks. We got 2 more episodes. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Arrow.
Arrow.
Monument Point. Nukes.
That's right. So, Dark. He has that thing that can apparently override every fucking nuke in the world.
Rubicon.
Who invented that?
Argus.
Who invented that?
Amanda Waller.
Bitch. Bitch. No.
Asshole.
Asshole. Like, even she's dead and she's still fucking people over. So, yeah, he's getting ready to fire off these nukes. They have 21 hours. Felicity realizes that her father's the only one that can crack the nuclear codes.
They get him.
They get him.
Hive's trying to get him.
trying to kill him. Eventually, they get him in the room. He ends up stopping everyone except for one of them.
In, like, Russia.
And it's going to go for Monument Point.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is like a 3 million plus population city.
Yeah.
And they end up being able to divert it to
No,
the next town
Monument
over.
Point is that city.
That's the one that it's going to hit. That's
It's
the one with the nukes.
underground. It's going to hit above ground where Monument Point is. That's what it meant. So, like, Monument Point is that dome city. Right?
No.
Really?
No.
Am I
Monument
wrong?
Point was when was the city it was supposed to hit. The one nuke that they couldn't take out. But then Felicity ends up doing something like geo relocation, like it makes everyone think that their map's like 20 miles out.
And dude, and they killed like 100,000 people. I'm like, a nuke fucking hits it.
Like it hit, like it took out someone, and like
I was
they
like,
were like,
whoa.
dude, that was 100,000 people. Could have been 3 million. Like,
But it was still like,
yeah, it's
whoa.
still like,
I was like,
yeah, like
damn.
I gotta admit, like
I
that was like
wow.
it put some stakes
I was
in
like,
it.
that
Yeah.
just happened.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, dude, it was rough. I mean, you see Felicity, and
She gets
Oliver,
fired from Palmer Tech.
which I kind of saw coming at the beginning of the episode when he's like, "I hope it was worth it."
Yeah.
Those fuckers.
She's probably gonna go to make smoke now.
Smoke Industries,
Smoke Technologies.
Smoke Technologies. She totally
don't know.
should. And then,
I wonder if
yeah,
Ray
then he
Palmer's
saw
gonna come back.
he saw what's her face, Lance, and whatever her mom is.
Donna.
That whole scene annoyed me. You can't say that you didn't appreciate what your daughter was doing. Like, I don't know. I felt like it was such a weird scene.
I was like, I mean, like, he is a cop.
He has to, like,
he kind of, I don't know.
it's not even like he discounted it. He just said he didn't know. Like, he's not like he was like, I don't agree with what my daughter did at all. He was like, I just said I didn't know.
You didn't like it?
Uh-huh.
I was not.
Not that it,
about
I'm not
it,
saying it like severely impacted how I felt about the episode,
Yeah.
but it just annoyed me. Anything else? Is that it for now?
Oh, with Thea and Merlin's new hand.
Oh, fucking! Oh, god damn it! He's
and
just got a
Anarchy,
bionic hand.
Anarchy is in Monument Point.
That's not Monument Point.
I think it's Monument Point.
No, it's not.
What is it called then?
It's not. I don't remember, but it's not Monument Point. Monument Point is where the nuke's gonna hit.
But it's under Monument Point.
No,
Are you sure?
no. I am sure. I'm saying no. It's not.
All right,
That's
whatever
not.
the place. Dome,
I'm
Dome
100%.
City.
I just watched it last night. I'm telling you. This is like the goddamn Doctor Strange thing. That's Strange talking in the trip.
Yeah, but like, what's his face? I don't really like. What's his name?
Alex, whatever the hell.
Yeah, he's kind of weird.
I mean, yeah, he's
Especially
well,
now.
he's
I liked-
brainwashed now.
I liked him as Oliver's PR.
Well, yeah,
bro.
now he's just brainwashed. That's the whole point. I think you're not supposed to like him almost at this
Yeah.
particular
And
time.
then I like how Theo's kind of like teaming up with Anarchy in a way, but Anarchy like wasn't
yeah,
having
he's
it.
like, nah.
It's like, why don't you just kill Dark? And then Dark absorbs all the dead people from the nuke, and now it's game time.
Go time, yeah.
Big arrows. You need bigger arrows. Okay, Damien.
Okay. Moving on to Legends, possibly the strongest episode of the season, in my opinion. So we got a really cool episode here. I kind of just went over it with Gooch. We start out, everyone's still captured in the Vanishing Point. Captain Cold, White Canary, Len, and Sarah, as they say, are still on the ship. They hid in a little compartment. They figure out that Gideon also survived the memory wipe. She backed herself up somewhere. They kind of figure out this plan to help everyone escape. Meanwhile, Rip is kind of being put through this walkthrough by the main Time Master. I can't remember his name. He's like his mentor, the one guy he talks to all the time. And he basically explains to him that all that Rip has done has been according to the Time Master's plan. Like, they have this way of manipulating time. It's this thing called the Convergence or something. It's this basically well of time that they use to manipulate and play everything out. And they kind of explain why the Time Masters are supporting Vandal Savage. And yeah, basically what is supposedly happening 10 years after the time that Vandal invades and takes over, this group of aliens ends up attacking Earth and wiping out the entire human race. And the Time Masters they see their only option is to unite them under Savage's rule to save all of humankind. But they still have to lose some people, and they just see this as their only way, and Rip's like, this is not possible, and he kind of has this whole, like, crisis inside. Like, basically he's been led his entire time to do everything that he's done. Every action that the team has done has helped Vandal in some way, shape, or form.
Which is the kind of like a very like Flash-esque thing, or like Quantum Break, like where like it's all set up from the beginning to happen that certain way. Yeah.
And I liked it. I honestly, this kind of penultimate like comeuppance of everything coming together.
And wait, Legends' season finale is this week.
No, I think it's 2 weeks still.
Are you sure?
It might be. I don't know. I could be wrong. And yeah, so Rip kind of breaks down and he's just in a cell like, dude, I don't even know what to do. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Also, we kind of flashback to 2016 where Rip is picking up everyone again for the first time.
With
and you see Jax pop up and talk to Martin Stein. Yeah. And be like, and just show me, he's like, I need your help, Gray. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, if you were there, how were you there? He's like, time travel. Let's go.
Let's do it.
And then he kind of helps him get the jump ship back ready and all set up. Like, did Stein know about that whole time, though? And he just didn't say anything?
No.
No, I think he did, but he just never mentioned it because he knew it would. Well, no, because if he was in that position, then he would have known that he was going to come back. Because he would have been like, no, I talked to Jax already in the past. That's weird how that works.
Yeah. It's one of those things.
Yeah. So, yeah, he ends up coming back at some point. We'll get to that. And, yeah, we flash back over to Sarah and Len, or Snart, as we call him.
Let's call him Len?
Yeah, I did.
Who's him Len?
There's someone in the episode. I was watching it today, and they were like, Len.
Really?
Yeah. I can't remember who. You're making me lose my train of thought. They are taking out all the Time Master ships. They put these like EMP devices on them, and they end up breaking out Rip, Stein, and Mick. Oh yeah, Mick's also trying to be brainwashed back into Kronos at this point.
Yeah, I know.
And then he ends up just turning back on him. He like makes the one dude a promise. He's like, well, you better hope this works, because if it doesn't, I'm killing you. And then it ends up not working. He takes him out. Like, if there's the one part that kind of annoyed me about that, he's like, couldn't he have just said, I'm Kronos, like really early in the shock treatment? And then he would have been like,
yeah. I didn't. That part was kind of like
that's all they had to do to get him back into Kronos.
Kronos again.
Like, yes. But I mean, that's just one small part that I didn't like. Otherwise, we got all these great like little character moments, man. So they end up breaking out. They realize the only way that they can truly defeat Savage is if they take out this Convergence. I can't remember the name of the thing. I think it's Convergence, something like that. This well that lets them control time. They need to destroy it. That's the only way that they can know that their actions like are their own. And they basically have to go to its power source. They walk in. Adam is taking it out. He realizes the only way that they can successfully detonate it and destroy it is to hold down this failsafe thing, like within it. And Rip's like, no, I saw you die. Like, earlier in the episode, he looks into the well, and he sees Ray die. And this is the exact part where you see him die. And he's like, no, Ray, if you do that, like, you'll die. Like, I saw this happen. And then Mick is like, nah, Ray, get the fuck out of here. And he knocks him out. And then Rip's like, all right, we gotta go. He just miniaturizes Ray and puts him in his pocket, which I thought was really funny. He just presses a button on his suit, and he's like, okay, see you later. He's like, okay, I'll tell him he said thanks. And there was a really cool moment earlier in the episode between Mick and Ray, where they're just kind of having this, like, buddy moment. And, like, it was awesome. Like, you were just like, haha, like, it just made you laugh.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And, yeah, so then they run out. It's just Rip, and he tells them what's going on, that Mick has to stay behind and take him out. And then Snart runs back in. He's like, no goddamn way. He runs back in and talks to Mick. He's like, Mick, I can't let you do that. He ends up knocking him out. Snart stays, ends up being the one that detonates the thing and dies. And they all make it out. All make it away. And then there's this kind of just sullen moment on the Wave Rider where they're just kind of
Captain
thinking
Cold,
about him.
No.
Apparently, though, he's still going to be in, like, Flash and Arrow and all that stuff somehow.
Oh, he's dead.
This doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Also, I totally forgot about Kendra. Kendra and...
Well, she gets captured by Savage.
Yeah, well, she just... Not even captured. Like, he's just given her from the Time Masters, by the Time Masters.
True. Well,
But he also has Carter. So they travel to that part, and he still kills Rip's family. Nothing changes there.
Yeah.
And he eventually finds out that the Time Masters have been destroyed, and he's like, we can no longer help you. And
Sorry, Beth.
And he's like, well, they gave me a time ship, so I can just manipulate time to whatever I want. And then that's where it kind of cuts out.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think we got 2 more weeks because Arrow's 2 weeks. So.
Dude, best episode of the season so far. Really enjoyed it. Made me actually care a lot more. Pumped to see the finale, as they say.
Why do I think it's 16? Right?
I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's
Maybe
not.
it does that next week. I don't know. Would make sense. Because I think Gotham ends next week. Maybe.
Nah.
I might be like crazy, but I know Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ends next week. So we'll be talking about that.
Yeah.
Doom.
Definitely on the docket.
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Besides the regular stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing really to know about.
I'm probably going to go see The Nice Guys next week. So I might want to talk about that. Apparently it's very good.
Did you get passes?
No.
I
just wanted to see it.
I got passes from the WB tickets thing.
Really?
Yeah, for the email.
Nice. All right, well, that about does it here for Everything Entertainment with Gooch and Trio. I've been Trio.
I'm Gooch.
Have a great weekend.
Later.